All right, ladies, gentlemen, and whatever the hell else. This is Adam and Carl back with you from Thoughts in Motion. And for anyone that's followed our videos since the beginning, which thank you very much, you'll recognize that we're back where we started. The very field, hopefully the very same position and on the very same side, yeah. So, back where we started, Carl. And today we're going to be talking about why you need to spend time on your own. So, get away. So, the idea of spending time on your own is something that not many of us like anymore, right? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
but
society,
why?
yeah.
Why? Why don't we like to spend time on our own?
I don't know, I guess, like, it depends on what kind of level you look at it, really. Like, I guess some people...
So when you're on your own, can you sit with your own mind, or do you have to have your phone with you? Can you sit in silence?
I'm gonna have to be probably honest with this. Probably no.
No. Why? What happens when you sit in silence on your own? I want you to think of this too. What happens when you sit in silence on your own?
Well, that's the thing. I think with a lot of people, it depends on which level you're looking at it. But if you're looking at it like at a deeper level, a lot of people don't want to be alone because then they're reminded of negative things, whether it be thoughts, emotions, things that. A lot of people feel isolated in a strange way within their own heads, within their own thoughts in that kind of situation. Like, but then again, it all depends because some people enjoy being alone. So, you know what I mean? But
there's a difference between being alone and then having your phone or your laptop in front of you or watching a film.
Like truly being alone.
You're like sitting with no phones, no people, no nothing, just on your own with your own mind. Yeah. And the problem is that people don't like it because it's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Because what happens when you sit alone? I'm a piece of shit, I should be doing something, I'm not busy enough, I'm not doing this, what about this, and everything sort of comes at you at once. So it's easier just to pick up a phone and go, I'm going to ignore this inner voice, this inner dialogue that
focus on something else.
Yeah, you're like, we're constantly distracted.
Like it's such a little thing, like, yes, you would be by yourself, but because you're on your phone, it automatically blocks that part of your brain, I guess, that like runs things through your thoughts, so you're focused on something else instantly straight away. Well,
you're not on your own really if you can see an Instagram feed, are you? You know, people probably feel connected or not alone because they're technically connected through social media, whatever it might be, so they can see what the friends are doing, they can see what the family's doing, so therefore they don't really feel separated or alone, I guess, in that way. But
which is good and bad. It's good and bad.
Yeah, but the reason we want to talk about this today is because I don't think that a lot of people can actually sit on their own anymore, like, because then the self-doubt kicks in, the self-talk, and it's all... Have you heard the things that you can say to yourself when you're alone?
Yeah, I know, it's scary,
It's so horrible. Like, the kind of stuff that you can say to yourself when you're alone is the stuff that your worst enemy wouldn't even say to you, man. Like, they tell you that you're a worthless piece of... Like, mine, sometimes. It's just like, you're a worthless piece of shit, your videos don't mean shit, nobody likes you, everyone thinks you're a fucking weirdo, blah, 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 blah.
Is this Jimmy inside your head?
This is Jimmy. This is
Jimmy.
Saint Jimmy inside my head, yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so lots of people can't sit on their own because the negative self-talk kicks in, and then it's almost as if the reality of where they are in their own situation kind of comes crushing back down on them. So they'll realize that, they'll start overthinking things. That's what a lot of people say, they start overthinking. But really what that is, it's your brain trying to catch up. That overthinking when you're on your own is your brain trying to catch up with all this things that it hasn't had the time to think about.
Right, yeah.
So it's like, imagine if...
So it's thinking, okay, now that we've stopped, here's all this information.
Yeah, that you haven't stopped to consider.
Yeah.
Which is why I think, like, when we talk about meditation and things like that, people think it's a load of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people are like, I'm not going to sit on my own cross-legged going, in the middle of a field. Like, that's not what it is, by the way. But they think that, being alone it doesn't really do anything for you, but it helps to compartmentalize everything in your head. It helps you to put things back and see things from a new perspective.
2 points. Firstly, we're not saying that we don't do this, because obviously there is times where even though we are alone, we distract ourselves with books, with phones, with laptops.
I'm always on Facebook.
And then there's also times where we do have those voices and those thoughts and all that kind of thing, so we are speaking from kind of experience here. And the second thing would be, I think that a large chunk of people do think that just because they're in the house alone, or they go out by themselves, or they go for a walk, whatever it might be, that they are alone. But obviously we're talking about a deeper level here. So it's like, it is that separation where it's just physically you being, rather than you attached to a phone or a laptop or the TV. It's like, You could. I'm gonna have a night in by myself. Someone might say, for example, after work or whatever it might be, and that would involve Netflix, a movie, YouTube, Xbox.
Doesn't involve them actually being on their own.
Like, so they are alone, but are they really alone? You know what I mean?
That's some X-Files.
Are we alone now?
I think
that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. That just reminds me of that dancing scene from Ted. But yeah, like when you sit with your own thoughts, it can be quite like evil almost, because
it's almost like being trapped in a cell with a schizophrenic person.
Yeah, it's like because you start talking to yourself in a way that you're not really used to anymore, especially now that you can distract yourself so easily.
Yeah.
You know, you can just like, how often have you decided to sit alone in your bedroom, or like maybe you've just finished watching something and you don't really know what to do next.
Yeah.
So you kind of get that feeling of loneliness. But as soon as you pick up your phone and text 10 friends, hi, hey,
it goes away straight away. It goes away. Yeah.
Because you're shutting it out of your brain.
Yeah.
But if you can sit with that and just sort of like, I know it hurts, right? That's the worst thing. Because it hurts, it's easy to run away from it. Or it's easy to try and run away from it. But if you can sort of settle into that pain a little bit and just hear the sort of things that go on and sort of demystify your brain, then you'll see that the stuff that you actually say to yourself calms down over time. So these people that walk around like constantly like with people on their phones, doing something, keeping active, and they think they're all like happy and buzzed.
Do you know what annoys me even more? Side note. People say you go out with a bunch of friends and there's like 5, 6, 7 people, right? And there's one individual that's still on the phone, even though they're out with a group of friends.
It's like, who the fuck are you texting?
And I'm like, who do you need to be talking to? All I talk to people on the phone about is meeting them. So once I meet them, that phone goes away. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, I'm out having a good time, having a drink, going to see a movie, whatever it is. Why do I need to be on my phone unless it's a quick status or a quick Snapchat?
Oh, it's a quick text to Stacey, I love you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like 5 minutes, done. Let's get on with the rest of the day. I'm gonna start talking to you again or someone else, whatever it might be. But you get people in a bar and they're sat there like this, and like you'll be talking to them and they'll be like, yeah.
And you're like, hello, like, and they're like 2 cents, and you're like, no, now.
It's like, do they feel so scared of being alone that even when they're with people, they still need to feel like they're with people?
I don't even think that's the fear of being alone. Have you heard of FOMO?
No, I don't think so.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right.
So like the fact that we can see what everyone's doing and be so connected to everyone else.
Yeah.
If we cut that off, so if I get my phone, I'm like, take my phone and just be like,
throw it off that bridge right there.
Over there, right? Like, because I can't reach into my pocket and find that, or I'm like, alone with myself.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm missing out on stuff. Like, what's the latest status update and all that sort of crap. Like,
but then I can counteract that and say that these people might feel like they're missing out because they're sat on the phone, but because they're sat on the phone trying to see if they're missing out, they're also missing out on the current experience, which is being out with the friends or whatever it might be.
Moment.
So why would you want to be missing out on that current exact moment when it just doesn't make any logical sense to me? But anyways.
I see what you mean though. Like when you're with friends and stuff like that, and you're like, I hate people that pick up the phone. I'm guilty for this. Everyone hits me for this. Like, I'll be like, no, I just need to, update Instagram of where we're going, and my hand's covered in grass. Lol. Hashtag in a field. Hashtag hustle. All that shit, right? Like, it is a fear of missing out. Like, because when you haven't got that phone that's in your pocket 24/7, like, what's the first thing you do when you get up though, right? Have a quick scroll, have a quick text, see what happened the night before.
It's like a religion. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's insane that. But if I don't do that, I feel like I've missed out on something, or I've missed something. Like I've got, even though I probably haven't. Even though it's like it's like someone's only just got drunk the night before.
It's like you feel the need to see what's happening in the world on that day as soon as you wake up. And the way that you do that is check social media.
Yeah, but then you forget what's going on in your own life because you're so focused on what everyone else is doing. So
exactly.
Yeah. So the points we've raised here are quite good, because I think people need to know that they should spend time on their own, in their own heads, even when it hurts, because I think that helps them like put things into like.
That's it, but you can put a lot of things right that way.
Yeah.
Because then you can really kind of evaluate if you have any problems or issues, and truly what those problems and issues are.
I think a lot of people walk around pretty drained and stuff like that. Like they go through days and they're like, oh, I just want my bed, like to go to sleep, and then they wake up and it's like everything hits them at once because they haven't put aside that time just to sit and be like, all these. So like if I sit like in silence, thoughts start coming in, and I need that every day to sort of like. It's almost like I can imagine these little little brains running around inside my big brain, putting things in files and folders when I'm sitting there. They're like, oh, we don't have to watch TV or focus on this. We can now put all these things into files, sort this out, and then after like 20 minutes, I wake up and I'm like, fresh. You know what I mean? So it's that sort of feeling. Like, well, if you feel like drained and run down and like your head's kind of all over the place, just take like 20 minutes, half an hour. Like a lot of people say, I don't have time for that. Yeah, you fucking do. Put your phone down for 5 minutes. And then
that's another topic altogether.
That's another 4-hour video, that is. But yeah, try every day or every other day, 20 minutes just to sit there. You know, no music. I mean, music if you want, like calming waves, I like to listen to.
Yeah, natural sounds.
Yeah, and just sort of sit with your own thoughts and just sort of see what kind of shit, like, see who you are as a person, because you spend so much time on Facebook and Instagram looking at other people. You know them more than you know yourself.
That's very true,
yeah. So it's like, spend some time getting to know you. Sit with yourself and be like, hi Adam, who are you? What are you thinking today? What's on your mind for a change? We're so focused on what's on everyone else's mind on our Facebook news feeds, we forget what's on our own minds, really, you know? And it's not just, you know, it's not just looking at phones. It's like, you know, calling someone or just procrastinating, things like that. If you're casual, you just chill. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill back too. Yeah, so it's all that sort of stuff mounts up, and it's easy to just sort of forget about you for a bit. But you need to that 20 minutes a day just to think about yourself. Just talk to yourself.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Yeah, just to chill, man. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna go and do that now. I'm gonna go sit away from you and chill for 20 minutes.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah, I need to get some time away from you.
I'm mesmerised by this beautiful view right here.
It's lovely. I kind of feel like we should turn the camera on.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the time we've got for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you in next week's video. Until then, enjoy the rest of the videos.